graduate from the University of Nice Sofia in Police, France. Specializes in biomimetics, an innovative approach that seeks solutions sustainable to human challenges by emulating elements of nature. The main area of research is gene expression of chronic inflammation and liver protection. The first study to study the impact of ocean plankton of human health. And currently based at the Innovation Labo laboratories in Tokyo, they are developing health solutions and managing clinical trials. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Dr. Valentine.
Dr. Valentine Caillaud. I've been working at Innovation Labo for 5 years now, and I'm responsible for the clinical trials. This is my second time here in Malaysia. I'm very honored to be here today and to be able to present our technology. I really like the people here in Malaysia. They're really nice and they're really welcoming, and I think they have really a big heart, so thank you very much. So the technology I'm going to present today is we develop it to be able to change your gene. And this technology is so unique and so revolutionary that I was invited last week at a conference in Geneva, Switzerland, to talk about it. This conference was attended by scientists, and I shared our technology and our results at this conference, and people were really amazed about what this science and this technology can do. And so I'm really proud to be able to share it with you today. At Innovation Labo, we focus a lot on microbiota and on fermentation technology. We have more than over 20 years of experience in fermentation, and what we focus a lot is the Japanese diet, and in particular the diet of Okinawa, which is an island in the south of Japan. And over there they eat, the people are very healthy in Okinawa. And why they are healthy? It's because they eat spirulina. But it's not a normal spirulina. It's a special spirulina. This spirulina, they let it ferment under the sun. And so we wanted to discover what is the secret of this spirulina. So we studied the bacteria that was on it. And we found a bacteria on the spirulina that produces unique molecules that give the health benefits of the spirulina. And so after 5 years of research, we developed a technology using this bacteria. So this technology, is it really able to change your gene? Well, yes, and this is part of the secret of longevity. So, thanks to this bacteria, we were able to produce a technology that transforms normal spirulina to better spirulina that is able to modulate your gene. So this technology is part of the secret of longevity. You know, in Japan, Japan has the longest longevity in the world. And in particular, in Okinawa, there are more like 600 centenarians. And so we wanted to discover what was the secret of the centenarian. So we studied over 10 years the centenarian. So we studied the microbiota and the health. So we took blood samples, we took fecal samples, and we analyzed the bacteria. And what we found is that first, the centenarian have a very low chronic inflammation. And inflammation causes a lot of disease like diabetes, weight problem, neurodegenerative diseases, and other complications. And the people in Okinawa, they have a very low chronic inflammation. And this low chronic inflammation comes from the microbiota. They have a very strong and unique microbiota. And this microbiota is the secret of centenarian. And so with this technology we created, we reproduced actually the microbiota of the centenarian. We made this technology allowed us to create the same metabolites produced by the centenarian microbiota. And why is the microbiota so important? Because you have bacteria. The microbiota are all the bacteria that you have in your body. So you have bacteria on your skin, on your gut, in your lungs. And this microbiota is able to communicate with your body. So this is the bacteria that you can find in your gut. These bacteria are not bad. These bacteria are good for your body. What they do is they produce a metabolite. This metabolite comes from the food that we eat. The bacteria that we have in our gut, they digest the food into small molecules, and these small molecules are absorbed by your body. And these metabolites, these small molecules, these are the molecules that are going to change your gene. So with our technology, we took normal spirulina and we took it to the next step. We created a hybrid spirulina containing metabolites. And these metabolites that we created through our technology are the same that we find in the Okinawa centenarian. So our technology allows us to create more than 100 metabolites. And these metabolites are very unique because they are able to target a gene, and they form a matrix that modulates the gene expression. Usually on the market you can find products that contain 1 or 2 ingredients, but with our technology we are able to produce a matrix of metabolites that work in symbiosis to modulate your gene expression. So why is a gene important? Well, genes are strands of DNA that code for molecules. These molecules are important because they modulate your metabolism. They are necessary for the cell to function, to divide, and for your body to function properly and to grow. And so what metabolites do is that they activate this gene expression. they activate the work of your DNA. What is very specific about CyanorX is that CyanorX is able to work at the root of the problem, which is the DNA. They are able to through the metabolite of the microbiota, to target your gene and to change your gene expression. These metabolites are very important. Through your metabolites, you can influence your health. For example, if your body doesn't produce the right metabolites, you can have complications like Alzheimer, obesity, insulin resistance. And so having good metabolites is important for your health and for your body to work properly. So what we created with CyanorX is really a superfood that can change your gene. And it's not, so all the food that we digest is transformed into metabolites. But what is important is not the quantity of food you eat, it's the quality of food you eat. And with CyanorX, we provide the best food for your gene. What is also specific about CyanorX is that usually when you take vitamin and minerals, you act on the cell level. But what we do with CyanorX is really we target the root of our problem, which are our gene. And this technology was so new, so revolutionary that we in 2015 were awarded an award for the best ingredients during the Congress of Polyphenol in Malta. This Congress was attended by more than 100 scientists. And this award, I think it's very important for us because usually other awards are given by marketing people who don't always understand the science behind it. But here, this award was given by the scientist community. So this means that the scientist community, we recognize our work, our studies, and recognize our technology as really new and which can change the health of people. And this technology, as it is very new and innovative, we are invited to a lot of conferences through Asia, in Singapore, in Hong Kong, also in Europe, in France, in Switzerland, and we are invited to talk about it, to share it with the scientific community. How CyanorX transforms your gene is through gene sonar. So gene sonar is able to locate specific gene and to transform it. So the gene sonar works like a GPS. The metabolites are going to scan the DNA to find specific gene related to longevity and to anti-inflammation. They are going to find this gene, attach to the gene, and allow the DNA to be open. Usually the DNA is closed, which means that a gene expression cannot be done. When gene sonar finds this gene and opens the DNA, it means that the gene expression can be done. And so this is what makes CyanorX so unique. This technology is very concentrated and more bioavailable than normal spirulina and than other products. It's really able to target directly your gene expression and to change the person you are and to improve your health. by targeting the gene expression, we can change the health of your cells, of your tissue, and all of your body. So it is really important to target the root of the problem, so your gene. And this is what CyanorX is able to do. So in Innovation Labo, to demonstrate the efficacy of our product is very important. So we have made a lot of clinical studies and in vitro studies to show that. So first we did in vitro studies, which means on the cell to show the gene expression. And here with these studies, we can really see improvements of gene expression for the anti-inflammation. So here you have the control, and here you have, so meaning that the cell were not incubated with metabolites, and here you have the result of the cell which were incubated with metabolites. So here you can really see a difference, meaning that the metabolites were able to activate the gene expression. And to confirm this result, we made studies in clinical trials. So we tested in humans the efficacy of CyanorX. So we give people, selected participants, CyanorX for 2 months, and through these studies we were able to show, by analyzing the blood, the change of gene expression. And thanks and by giving CyanorX, we were able to reduce by 55% their inflammation. And this result is quite incredible. This is also a studies we made that confirm our precedent results. And so by doing these clinical studies on a human, we really proved that our product worked. So to demonstrate the efficacy of our ingredient is very important in doing clinical studies. But how can we prove to every one of you that our products work? Well, that's why we developed X-Crystal, and I'm going to let Miss Mika talk about it more.
Thank you, Dr. Valentine. Thank you for having us today. I'm Mika Tsuneyoshi. I'm from Innovation Labo in Tokyo. I came here from Tokyo today. I'm so happy to be here and so thrilled to this event. I would like to introduce one of our innovative body scan. This is a great tool for the CyanorX. So many of us, we don't know from the outside either you are healthy or not. You cannot tell if I'm not healthy, you cannot tell from outside. So how we know how to modify your genes? Genes are very important, but we don't know unless you do blood test. So we wanted to invent something that we don't even have to go to hospital to check blood test every month because everybody is busy. So we found something that use the finger and to see what's going on the blood circulation, blood flow, blood vessel. So this is something we invented. Our blood vessel is over 100,000 kilometers in our body. So blood circulation, blood flow, blood vessel is very important for our health because blood vessel is connected to everything, the brain, skin, everything. So to recognize the blood flow, to see your health condition right now. So this is the history of the X crystal. So X crystal technology was founded by the Dr. Elias and Dr. Mizuhonas at Innovation Lab in Tokyo 2001. And we collaborated Olympus. It's one of the leading company of the endoscope company in Japan. And this is something that we can see before you take CyanorX. You check your blood flow, blood vessel, and after 20 minutes, you can see completely change your blood flow. So this is something very important that you can see the efficacy in life and immediately. And this is very important to know your health because this is very important to know that your health has to be always be taken care of. This is like important to do the primary care for your life. So this is some of the example of live evidence. You see the blood flow. It's different. So I'm going to pass back to Dr. Valentine to talk about more detail about the blood flow.
So yes, the blood flow and microcirculation is able to show the status of your health, and in particular the status of your oxidative stress and your inflammation. So for example, here you have straight vessel, meaning that your body is healthy. But if you have high inflammation or high oxidative stress, the blood vessels are going to be twisted. And so just with non-invasive method, you don't have to take blood of your body. Just by looking at the microcirculation, I can tell if a person is healthy or has bad habits, a bad diet, or doesn't exercise much. So by looking at microcirculation, I can also look at the change of your health and look at the change that CyanorX is able to do in your body. A lot of products on the market claim that they work, but they are not able to show that they work. With CyanorX and with X Crystal, Elken is able to say that yes, CyanorX works, and I can show you how. So here is an example of image of the blood circulation, and you can see here the blood flow, and you can check the health of the person. Here, for example, the health of this person is the microcirculation is quite slow, meaning that this person has a lot of oxidative stress because the microcirculation is not very good. And if this person take CyanorX in 20 minutes, you can not only feel really better and improvement of energy, but you can also see at the level of microcirculation. And this is what is really amazing with CyanorX and with X Crystal, is that you can really see the effect of the product on your gen and on your health. So CyanorX is a result of more than 20 years of research on fermentation, and we have done this past 3 years a lot of clinical studies and tests on centenarian people, on spirulina, and the CyanorX is the result of all this research, and it's the latest technology that is, and it's the only one that is able to change your gene, to change the roots of your health, and it's able to transform your body to become a better version. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Valentine and Ms. Mika. We would like to ask Dr. Valentine and Ms. Mika remain on the stage, please. Please give everyone one more time. Dr. Valentine and Ms. Mika, we feel such an honor actually to have you two here. So therefore, we would like to say thank you again. We have a very special guest today. So to show our thanks and grateful of their presence, we would like to invite one more time Mr. A.K. Tan to present the token of appreciation. First, we would like to invite Dr. Valentine to receive a very special token from Alpine. And followed by Ms. Mika. We would like to have a group photos with all the VIPs. Thank you, Mr. A.K. Tan, and we would like to invite all the VIPs back to the VIP seat. New era, all the news are coming. So we would like to invite all of us here to do the whipping.
是的，那么呢，我想请各位来宾呢来一个合作，就是我们要最流行的照片呢，就是要 VV 哦，因为这样子拍照已经是不流行，我们要 VV 这样可以吗？所以呢，我们请所有的我们的来宾呢，可以挤在中间，挤在我们 VIP 的位置，然后我们来一张大合照。
Okay, come together. So we would like to invite all our cameramans, our appointed cameramans, to do and to keep this such a memorable moment. Florence, I think we have to be together with them though. Come, let's go down. Okay, I'll be there.
VIP 吗？
Okay, can I be this side? Okay, so please don't block our VIPs because we have not less important as well. Okay, we can do the selfie after this. Okay, your cooperation is highly appreciated. Thank you so much. So ladies and gentlemen, we have heard, we already understand more or less, okay, the explanation about the CyanorX, what is the purpose, and how are we going such an amazing invention actually. So now this is the time for us to listen to live testimony. So ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome